Can you differentiate the mind, like the mental and the ego, versus the soul, the spirit? Some people really confuse a lot of them together, and then they think that their mind could be the body, the spirit, all connected together. They are all connected, but they're all very different from one another. The thing is, when we think about the physical body that we reside in, that also incorporates the mind. It really does. A lot of the things that go on within our mind are actually physical. We may not necessarily feel it physically. Other people may not be able to see it physically. But it is still more of a physical thing than it is on a deeper soul or spiritual level. So when we think about physical desires that we have, or physical limitations of our body, it's pretty clear what we're capable of doing, what we're not capable of doing, as well as the things that our body needs in order to thrive and really survive in this world. But let's go inside the mind now. The psychology of the mind. The mind is still a physical thing. It is your brain thinking about things. You could have depression, you could have anxiety, you could have some sort of mental disorder. It's still physical in nature. It's still up here within your mind. Your mental and ego, it is of the mind. Think about emotions that you constantly are obsessing about. Emotions constantly going through your mind, obsessing over something, having anxious worries, feeling upset about something. This can cause physical reactions within your body. Because you're so stressed out about something, the physical starts to deteriorate as a result of you overthinking something. Mental, going through your mind. Mental and ego can also be influenced by the way you were raised, what culture you were raised in, what society says you should do, what you should be. All of these things shape the person that you are, or that you think that you are, but it's all the ego. Ego meaning the persona that you put on to other people. Like me right now talking to you, this is the ego talking. I'm talking to you about this deeper topic. But does it come all strictly from the ego, or does it come more from a deeper part of me? Well, that's what we're going to be diving into now, because how do you differentiate mental, ego? If you're talking about a lot of the things going on within your mind, how can you really differentiate that? Well, the thing is, here's what a lot of people confuse with the mind, with the spirit, with the soul that you have. You're not the mind. The mind is of the physical body, as we just mentioned. But that is not you. That is not you at the deepest level. You may think, my name is so-and-so, and I work for this company, and this is what my passions and desires and interests are in life. That is the ego. That's not who you are deep down. That's not the deepest part of your being. Because you're something much, much more than that. You're just brought here into this physical existence to fulfill a purpose that is aligned with what your higher self or your soul wants. Because you are not the mind. You are a spirit or a soul that is having a physical experience. Because it goes beyond the mind and the physical body. What goes beyond the mind and the physical body? Can we really feel that? Can we sense that? Well, the thing is, we just are. That's just how we are. There's various practices we can do, but we all have a purpose. We all serve some sort of purpose. And when you start to align with what that purpose is, then you will be connecting with your soul and your spirit. It just is. It's just how you are. You can't force yourself to connect to it. You can't try to make something happen. You have to just allow, because you just are. So what are some ways you can really begin to connect with your soul? This is not about forcing anything. You can't force anything. You cannot make anything happen. But instead, you can allow. Allow yourself to release and let go of what the mind has to say. If you do various sorts of meditations or mindfulness, you calm the mind, you relax the mind. All those thoughts that go through your mind, you will have a lot of thoughts going through your mind, like what you did in the day, what you ate in the day, the people you interacted with, all this sort of stuff, regrets that you have, feelings of worthlessness, things that happened a long time ago, fears about what may happen in the future. All that stuff is not you. That is all within your mind up here. That's what you're thinking. Once you see past that, it is like a cloud, like an illusion. You just move it aside, but you don't force it aside. You can't. You just have to let it dissipate. You do the mindfulness, you relax, and you let those thoughts dissipate. And there's a silence that follows. What sort of messages start to come in within that silence? And this is where your intuitive capabilities can be enhanced, where you may hear an inner voice that goes beyond this inner dialogue of what is right and wrong and who you are and what you did. It's something that is connected to a much more authentic and higher version of yourself. You could hear that inner voice. You could feel a presence or a surge of energy going through you. Whatever the case is, however it is that you experience it, that is what your soul is. It will guide you on this journey. That is how you connect with the deepest part of you and really understand what your purpose is. So when you're searching for a purpose out here, it doesn't work. You have to go inside and clear out and allow your spirit and soul to really connect with you, connect with the physical body that you have to process the information. A lot of it also has to do with managing your emotions as well. Or rather, it will also, during this practice, it will help you manage your emotions. Because emotions are still physical. They are of the mind. They are not of the spirit. They're not who you truly are. So if you feel angry, that's not your spirit being angry at someone or something. If you feel happiness or a feeling of like obsessiveness over something or someone, that is not the spirit or soul. That is the physical body attaching onto something. If you feel sad, if you feel depressed, thinking about whole sorts of things that have happened, again, that is not you. It can be very hard to differentiate them and really understand what the difference is. But once you do that mindfulness and you clear out the clouds, let them dissipate, then everything becomes so much clearer. Once you do that, then you'll be able to really connect with yourself and be able to see the differences between the physical, the mental, and ego, which is still connected to the physical, and then things that go beyond that are more spiritual in nature, your spirit, your soul. And then you can really connect with the deepest part of who you are.